Namaste. So tonight I'm going to read Book 8, Chapter 20 on the narrative of the Tala Tala in the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratu Namakaya Surya Koti Samabra. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana said, O Narada, the cave lower down than Sutala is Tala Tala, the lord of Tripura, the three cities. The great Maya Danava is the ruler of this region. Maheshwara, the doer of good to the three Bhuvanas, burnt his three cities. But at last, being pleased with his devotion, he rescued him. Thus Maya, by the favor of that god, has regained his own kingdom and the enjoyments thereof. This Maya Dhanava is the teacher, Acharya, of the Mayavi sect and the cult thereof. And he is skilled in various Mayas, or all sorts of the magic powers. All the fierce demons of cruel temper worship him for their prosperities in their various enterprises. Next to this Tala Tala is the most renowned Mahatala. The sons of Kadru, the very angry snakes, live here. They are many-headed. O Vipra, I now mention to you the names of the famous amongst them: Kuhaka, Taksaka, Susena, and Kaliya. These all have very wide hoods, and they all are very strong. They all are of cruel temper. Their kingsmen also are so. They are always afraid of Garuda, the king of birds, surrounded with their sons, wives, friends, and acquaintances. They live happily, well skilled in various sports and pleasures. Lower down this Mahatala is Rasatala. The Dechas, Danavas, and Panyasuras live here. Besides these, there live the Nivata Kavachas of the Hiranyapura city, and the Asuras named Kaliyas, the enemies of the Devas. These all are naturally very energetic and brave. Their powers are baffled by the Tejas of the Bhagavan, and they live like snakes in this region. The other Asuras that were driven and were afraid of the mantras uttered by Sarama, the messenger of Indra, live here too. O Narada, lower down is Patala, where live Vasuki, the chief of the snakes, and others named Sanka, Kolika, Sveta, Dhananjaya, Mahasanka, Dhritarashtra, Sankachuda, Kamvala, Asvatara, and Devopadataka. Devopadataka. All very angry, of wide hoods, and violently poisonous. Some of these have 5 heads, some 7 hoods, some 10, some 100. Some others have 1,000 heads, while some others have on their crests exceedingly luminous jewels. By their rays, they dispel the darkness of the nether regions. But they are awfully prone to anger. At the bottom of this patala, at a distance of the 30 yojanas, the portion of Bhagavan in the shape of the infinite darkness is reigning there. O Devarishi, all the devas worship this form. The devotees call him by the name of Sanakarsana, as he is the manifested emblem of Aham, and the common ground where the seer and the seen blend into one. He is the thousand-headed controller of the moving and non-moving. He is of infinite forms. He is Sesya. This whole universe is being held as a mustard bean on his head. He is of the nature, intelligence, and bliss, and he is self-manifest. When he wants to destroy all this during the pralaya, the very powerful Sankarsana Rudra, well arrayed with the 11 Vayuhas, military squadrons, arrangements spring up from him, from his central eyebrow, looking wide, and his 3 eyes, and raising his trident, resplendent with 3 flames. All the prominent principal snakes, ruling over many others, come to him during the nights, filled with devotion and surrounded with bhaktas, devotees, and bow down to him with their heads bent low, and look at each other's faces, enlightened with the lights from the jewels shining with clear lustre on the nails of the red toes of his lotus feet. At that time, their faces become brilliant, with the rays emitting from the jewels on the top of their very gay encircled hoods, and their cheeks look beautiful and shining. The daughters of the Nagaraja also do like this, when very beautiful rays come out of their perfectly excellent bodies. Their arms are wide extended. They look very clear, and they are beautifully white. They use always sandal paste, aguru, and Kashmiri unguents. Being overpowered by the amorous passion due to their contact with those scented things, they look at him with bashful glances and sweet smiles and expect assist, benedictions from him. And then his eyes roll maddened with love and express signs of kindness and mercy. The Bhagavan Ananta Deva is of boundless strength. His attributes are infinite. He is the ocean of infinite qualities. He is the Adideva of a very good nature, and his nature is highly luminous. He has abandoned anger and envy, and he wants the welfare of all. All the devas worship him, and he is the repository of all sattvic qualities. The devas, siddhas, asuras, uragas, vidyadharas, gandharvas, and munis always meditate on him. On account of his constant mara raga, the enthusiasm and intoxication, his sight appears intoxicated, and his eyes look perturbed with emotions. He is always pleasing to those who surround him and to the devas by his sweet nectar-like words. The Vaijayanti garland hangs from his neck. It never wanes, and it is always decorated with the fresh and clear tulsi leaves. The maddened bees make their humming noises incessantly, and thus add to the beauty. He is the Deva of the Devas, and he wears a blue-colored cloth, and he is ornamented with only one earring. He, the God Vishnu, undecaying and immutable, resting his fleshy arms on the Halakakuda, the lofty portion of the plough, he is upholding the golden girdle, as the elephant Aryavata of Indra upholds the golden girdle. O Narada, the devotees describe him as the source of this Leela, of the universe, and the controller of the Devas. Here ends the 20th chapter, on the 8th book on the narrative of the Talatala in the Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jandi Mangala Kali Padra Kali Kapali Trakakshma. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Bandhus Churcha Sakatu.